no stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. Usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option, due to unusual rain and thunder, baby I wonder, would you just put your sweats on for me? Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for you. Let me lay a great time on you. Don't hesitate, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will. Come through and chill. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. Hello, stranger. Babe's been waiting. Just as I recall that ass is still amazing. Playing, baby. Saying, baby. Love it, shit. You know I'm crazy. So go ahead and put a drink up. I'm so glad we got to link up. Yeah. It's taking that off of me. Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for you. Let me lay a great time on you. Don't make me wait, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. 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 I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night.
Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone. Yeah.
Claps.
excited on this Easter Sunday, y'all.
All right, y'all. Let me see here. I want to try one of the background music today. Let me see. Let me do my regular screen. I don't know why I got my thing up here. Let me see. Oh, sorry, y'all. I don't got distracted. One second. PPB, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Let me cut this down a little bit more. Okay, y'all can still hear the little background thing, music. It ain't too loud. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Can y'all hear it? Is it too low? I don't want to be too high. But who up in this mo? Hey, Miss Daisy. Hey, Sweet Asses. Hey, Taurus Girl. Hey, Astute. Hey, S-White. Hey, Miss Maze. Hey, Black Butterfly. Okay, period. Hey, Miss QT Pie. Hey, Miss Mary White. Hey, D Baby. Who else? Hey, Miss Victoria. Hey, Anita Swift. Child. We about to get into the pastor, y'all. Hey, Love Key. Hey, Jesse Lewis. Hey, DMV sister. I want to get with ya. Hey, Miss Stephanie. Hey, is that Chat? C Hatch. Hey, KBR. Hey, Miss Ern, how you doing? Hey, Miss Kim, how you doing, child? How you doing? Okay, hope you're doing good. Who else? Hey, PB Easy. Yeah. Hey, Miss Michelle. Hey, Sweet Essence. I thought I was supposed to. Maybe I didn't. Y'all, I be thinking I be speaking sometimes. Y'all know my memory is just gone, child. Hey, Miss Susan. Hey, Miss Queen BB Lovely. And that song P. All right, that's at the end. So, y'all, let's get into this. Okay? Because we got a pastor that's cutting a GD fool. Hey, 309 Queen B. This pastor, have y'all heard about the pastor Elijah McDavid? I think his name is. I forgot the name of his church, but I'll look him up while we watching the video. And we got to talk about him because he's kind of a damn mess. And we need to see where we about to place this blame at. I think all of them play a little piece of blame in it. But we going to talk about why I feel like that. So, because this is a mess. Like, this is a mess. This hello is for all of y'all. My grandbaby fussing, acting up. Beat her. So you better not touch that baby. Yes, Miss Stephanie, the pastor. Y'all ain't heard about him? It's been everywhere. It's actually a couple pastor stories that I kind of want to get into. But since I'm not like all up into the church, but I know some of y'all are, so y'all can, get the little thing, because I'm just gonna be coming off what I feel is right and wrong. Okay? Y'all gonna be coming with the biblical stuff. I'm gonna be coming with what's right and wrong, what I just think right and wrong. Even though I don't know the Bible like that, y'all know I still pronounce Psalms palms sometimes. So mind your business, okay? But the Lord know my heart, okay? And I was raised right from wrong, okay? But yeah, he's a mess. So long story short, kinda, he was with this girl for like 9 months maybe, and then he proposed to her. A little bit after he proposed to her, I think he got caught cheating. She was gonna leave him alone. He begged her back, and then she took him back, and they went on ahead. Hey, Miss Andrine went on and got married. 2 hours later, he done left the woman. She got pregnant on the honeymoon, then got pregnant, and he done left the girl and got a whole nother girl. I think he been had a whole nother girl or a lady. And he the pastor of the damn church, the pastor of the church. I wonder how old he is. I'm gonna look him up while we doing all this stuff, because I want to get into the okay. So that's I'm gonna play these videos. Fair use. Let me put my fair use up here. Fair use. This is a story I was telling y'all about yesterday that I wanted to talk about real bad. I want to talk about another one because another pastor, his wife just unalived him for beating on her. And I guess they was having a domestic dispute, and she upped the mag on him and unalived him. Then this other pastor, he done jumped on his daughter that's 19 for not calling his wife mother or stepmother or Mama Jazz, and the wife only 20 down 5. Sis, if you don't sit down, I'm not calling you Mrs. Mama, none of that. But I guess these must be these new age pastors or something like that. Do they have are they gonna make them a new Bible? I think they're gonna have to make them a new Bible, because what the people that really be reading the Bible and stuff like that and know what the Bible is and the scriptures and stuff, they saying this stuff ain't right. And it's far too many pastors. It's a pastor up here in Michigan, in Taylor, that's not too far from here. He done got caught like having some type of scam call centers here in Florida, Tennessee, North Carolina, and the Carolinas, and all across the U.S. Making people work. The people that work at the call center, he making them live there and all that stuff. They can't stop working, all kind of stuff, making them ex-slaves and all that. And then he gonna get his burnt top head ass off on the damn thing trying to get bond. The judge said, absolutely not. You stand your ass in here. And if y'all see him, y'all will digress. Okay. Hey, Miss Erica. Hey to everybody that's coming in. But yeah. Okay, so Miss Mary, y'all heard. Yeah, it's been everywhere. Hey, Miss Brittany. Yes, it has been. They using the pulpit as they damn kitty cat play lounge. I don't want to say too many cuss words, because we talking about the church folks, but they ain't upholding the stuff. So I mean, I ain't even a pastor, and I be feeling bad about doing certain stuff. And what they said, what the hell with it? But y'all, we gonna let's see what's
Introduce my fiance to fellowship. I praise God for what God has done.
Start him. So this is when he introduced the fiance to the church. And he nice looking. It looks like he's kind of nice looking. He look a little ashy in my opinion, but he looked like he's really short. Okay, but it's given thought box.
And so I'm excited on this Easter Sunday, y'all, to introduce my fiance to fellowship. I praise God for what God has done in my life. She gonna hate me for this. Come on up, baby. Y'all help me welcome Tyler to Minneapolis. And it gets better. My bonus son, Hayes, is here with us, too.
You ain't got no damn bonus son. You a pastor. You know, in order for you to have a bonus son, you need to be married to his mother, not engaged to her. It's so happy.
2 hours later.
Let's play a game of put a finger down. Put a finger down if you met a man last year and he was asked him to do.
Sorry, y'all. This is the wife on TikTok. Okay, the wife did this hands down thing on TikTok where I guess you put your hand up and you say stuff that has happened to you, and then you'll put your finger down, and then I guess you end up with no fingers up. Okay. It's like a passive aggressive greed to somebody. Okay.
Now until after you all were engaged, you fiance you all dated for. Hey y'all, let's play a game of put a finger down. Put a finger down if you met a man last year and he was just the best man in the world, or at least you thought he was. He was so intentional. He was so sweet. He was so thoughtful. He moved with purpose. He knew what he wanted, and he didn't play about you. You all dated for 9 months, and he asked you to marry him in April. Put a finger down if he...
Now, from my understanding, because we looking like 9 months and you married him, but that's how church people do. Because my best friend, she a year younger than me, and she been married about 18 times. Okay, they meet somebody, you date enough to know if you want to get married. If you don't want to get married, you separate. If you want to get married a couple months, we get married. Okay. So that's how her and her whole family is. They are very deep into the church. They don't be dating for no years. You don't have no boyfriend for no years and all that type of stuff. You meet somebody, y'all start dating, especially if they're in the church too. Or y'all get married within 6 months. Okay? You might be divorced 6 months after, but you get married within 6 months. Because, you know, it ain't supposed to be all that fornicating and all that type of stuff. And I think she told me, too, that you're supposed to be getting to know the person while you're married.
He announced your engagement in front of his entire congregation on Easter. Put a finger down if 2-3 days go by and you find out that your fiance had been cheating on you for about a good length of your relationship. Not only had he been cheating on you, but he was cheating on you with a member of the church. He also had another relationship with another woman from the church, but it wasn't sexual. Didn't find this information out until after you all were engaged. You were livid. You were furious. You gave the ring back. You called off the engagement. You called off the wedding that you were planning. You canceled the dress that you ordered. All of this stuff. This man begged and pleaded and begged and pleaded and begged and pleaded and begged and pleaded for your forgiveness. After some time and work and like all of this stuff, and you making demands, and he met those demands, you thought to yourself, okay, like I asked him to do X, Y, and Z, he did them, he is serious.
Her name is Tyler. Tyler, did you ask him not to cheat? Did you ask him while he was in a committed relationship with you and proposing? I'm quite sure somewhere along the line there was an understanding Or did you have to ask him not to be on nobody else? Now, this was the red flag number one, Tyler, because we all get caught up in the take me backs. Okay, so I ain't gonna even trip about that. But this is a pastor. Is it me? Am I cool? Because I expect different things from them. Like, you hold them to a higher standard than you hold other people. We know they're not perfect and we know they're not God and everything like that, but they still are supposed to be, you know, doing better things than us folks out here. I mean, I know they're gonna sin and stuff like that too, but they supposed to be able to, and if you're gonna be doing all of this stuff, then maybe you shouldn't be a pastor. Because it looked like you got some more teaching to do. You need some more education. You can't be teaching people stuff that you're not doing your damn self. Like, that is a major thing to me. I would have been devastated. Like, especially a pastor. Like, are you serious? Like, you're a pastor. But maybe she wasn't, because I'm quite sure they was doing the thing. He calling her son his bonus son and all that type of stuff. So I guess it might have not have been that big of a surprise, since, you know, they might have been getting, you know, intimate. So she like, well, he getting intimate with other people. It wasn't a big thing because, you know, she know that he will, you know, go across that line before marriage with his child. But like I said, this is a pastor. Even if a pastor is trying to date me, and then we're dating and they trying to get fresh with me. Now, I might want to, but if they try to initiate them things, it's going to make me question him. And if I got a question, and you're supposed to be a pastor, you're not supposed to even be trying to do none of that stuff with me until you marry me. So that right there would make me look at him sideways, and he would have to get the cup out my face. Right from right there, because you're not who you say you are. And I know I'm fine and all that, but sir, contain yourself. But no, it's like a teacher mispronouncing words. Like, if you went into your classroom and your teacher was teaching a lesson and they were mispronouncing words, that wouldn't cause you concern. Like, what the fuck is we doing here? Like, is you cool? That would cause concern for me. So this would be the same thing with this right here, except the love factor and the feelings and the caring and all that stuff that's, you know, tied into this emotions that she got with this pastor. But still, if I'm dedicated to my education and I have a teacher that's mispronouncing words and misspelling words and shit, no, Houston, we got a damn problem. Because I'm not getting what I need from this teacher, because they're not equipped to give this to me. So if I would have took him back, one of them conditions would have been, you're going to have to step down from this church because you're not ready to be no pastor. And from what I understand, he grew this church significantly from the attendance that they had before. They had like 500 people that went to the church. Now they have like maybe like 15 to 2,000 people now. Because again, he a little chocolate drop, but he little. But you know, a lot of women that they thirsty as hell, they don't give a damn. And they gonna believe a lot of the stuff that the men say any damn way, because they can't get past how he look. But you cheating with people in the damn church and then gonna introduce her to the church.
You decide that you want to work on this relationship and that you want to be in a relationship with him and all this other stuff. So you decide still to move to Minneapolis, uproot you and your son, leave your job behind, leave your family and your friends, and you come here to be this man's wife.
Again, here she is. This is not just you, Miss Tyler. This is not just you. You have another person depending on you, depending on your discernment. So even after all this stuff, you still uprooted your child. But again, I understand it. I understand it. But these should have been some red flags, because this has turned out to be a horrible situation for this young lady. Horrible.
You all get married and everything seems to be okay. You all have like little knickknacks, is everything that you go through, like as marriages do, but you all are still very intentional with wanting to be together. You get married in August. You go.
So mind you, he proposed just in April, or was Easter in April last year? It had to be April or March or something like that of last year, late March. Easter was, and then they get married in August. But she said that they had, only known each other, like been dating for like 9 months. I don't know if it was before the marriage or before or at this time or what. It wasn't that long before.
To Italy for your honeymoon in August, and you get pregnant the first day of your honeymoon. Surprise! I am 13 weeks pregnant. You all get into an altercation in October. You decide that you are going to go ahead and take some time apart, so you go home for a week. You go home, and that's when you actually found out that you were pregnant. You end up coming back to Minneapolis. You all are working everything out, trying to at least, and then surprise, he moved out. He got an apartment. Thanksgiving comes around and he's back at the house. He still has his apartment, but he's been home every single day.
Now, they just got married in August. I don't know if it was the beginning, middle, or whatever. But she got pregnant while they was on the honeymoon, she says. And by Thanksgiving, he already done got an apartment. That's 3 months, max.
Playing house. We've been eating together as a family. He's been taking your son to school. He's been coming back home in the evenings. He's been sleeping here. Like, everything's been fine. Then last Saturday, you all get into an argument over a napkin. You get into an argument over a napkin, and he decides that he is going to leave. And you tell him, look, you're married. You can't keep leaving every single time you get upset. Married people don't have second residences.
You didn't tell him that once after August? You didn't tell him that in August? Because it seemed like he never could let go of the other resident. Y'all ain't even been married enough. So where the hell did he get this other residence from, Tyler? I know you very soft-spoken, but Pastor Eli would have his damn head cracked to the white meat playing with me like that. Where the hell is you going? We all going to this apartment. Me, you, Hayes, and the new child. Wherever you going, we going. Baby, leave that damn girl alone.
He decides to leave anyway, so you text him and you let him know that this is the last time that he will be able to walk out on you, your son, and your unborn child. You go to church that next day. Everything is fine. I mean, you are saving face. You're speaking to everyone. This
is her at church over there in the corner. They're about to show her.
smiling. After church, you go up to your husband and tell him how great of a job that he preached, and that you asked him if he wanted to go get some brunch afterwards, or like what his plans were. And he said that he had a headache and he was going to go lay down. So I
Stephanie, okay? Because this is a lot. Hey, follow me, Black TV. Merry New Year. Yeah, that hand got to be tired. She must have been speed talking. You a PBE on her head. PBE, let that damn girl alone. She ain't too old. She young. They young.
Said, okay, so my son, we go to brunch with a friend and we come back and your husband is not here. Sunday evening, you try to get in contact with your husband and he still doesn't answer the phone. Monday comes around and you are sitting on the couch, folding clothes, doing laundry, and watching the P. Diddy documentary. The doorbell rings. You think that it is a package that your stepmom sent you all for Christmas. So you're not in a rush to answer the door because delivery people are going to sit it down. The doorbell rings again. So you get up because you are naked on the couch trying to fold laundry because the only clothes that fit are the clothes that you are washing because you're pregnant. Find something, you throw it on, you go to the door. It is a woman there. She asks, "Are you Tyler?" You say yes. She hands you a paper and says, "You've been served." I open the paper and it's divorce papers. You're so distraught. You don't know what's going on, why he would serve divorce papers, what.
So y'all seen on the 14th, 12-14, this was just a couple weeks, 2 weeks ago. At church, after they had the incident about the napkin, aka he had to go take some other batch out. He probably was mad she even came to church that Sunday. So he done said he got a headache lying in church. So I wonder, did he encourage her to go ahead and go to brunch so he can go home and move out or whatever, or do whatever he had to do? Because when she get home, he not even there. But you got a headache. You would have had a headache, all right. And I want to know, did she know where that apartment was at? Hey, Miss Lifetime. But Miss Black Butterfly, he said he got a headache like he a batch. That you be trying to put your man like, my head hurting. What are you doing? And he left and didn't come back. But you said that was his last time leaving, though. Tyler, now you did tell him that was his last time leaving, and he believed you.
It happened to the point that divorce papers would be served. There was no conversation being had. You are literally a mess. You all finally have a conversation a few days later, and you're like, you know what? I need you to be honest with me. Are you messing with anybody? And he tells you that he's been involved with a woman for the past month. Not any woman, but one of the 2 women that he was involved with in the beginning of your relationship. 1, 2, 3. I'm putting all of my fingers down.
Did y'all hear the son in the background? So you doing the put your hand down, your finger down in front of the sun? Tyler, is you cool? Maybe that's why she was doing it, so she could so he wouldn't know exactly what she was talking about. Because I told you that game is like a passive-aggressive way of trying to read some damn body. So that's why she's talking about herself in third person. Follow me, Black. and watch him. Watch him.
I hate that a private matter became public. However, I will stand here today and boldly stand by my decision to dissolve my marriage so that I can be physically safe and mentally whole.
Look at these two ladies. They probably one of the ones that he fit on or have. Look at his face. Look at his face.
And through all the noise, I want you to know I'm grateful to be alive.
I am sad.
Okay. So that was the wife's account of what happened. Then you see what he talking about. Pay close attention to what he talking about. He happy for his life and shit like that. Okay? Because we're going to talk about it in a minute. So after the wife put that video out, people knew about this young lady right here. So they start, basically going in on her and stuff all over social media. So she had to come out and defend herself. And I can say this, he got a type, definitely. He has a type.
I'm disheartened to have to make a video like this. I was going to allow it to pan itself out with the people that were involved, but the moment that my name came into it and
yeah, because people been on her head. Hey, Scorpion Miss. Hey, Miss. Oh, I always put the Miss Queen Beezy. But also too, I just looked up how old he is. So they say he around 33. Because this is exactly what he is. False. A lot of these guys are just, it's ridiculous. Like, just give me a no good mofo off the street. Okay? Just give me a no good mofo off the street at this point. But I digress. So this is the ex-girlfriend. Listen to her. Listen to her. And tell me if this is a pastor that you would want at your church.
Screenshots are being posted with my name in it. I felt like I have to say something. I am not mistress. I am not someone that is maintaining an inappropriate relationship with your husband or anybody for that matter. I am not somebody who wants to intervene or get in the middle of your relationship. What you should know is that this person and I dated for approximately 3 years. We started dating in June of 2021, and I also loved and cared about him. I also experienced all of the lavish trips and Michelin star restaurants, and truly feeling like somebody loved and cared about me and truly felt like I could trust him. He and I maintained a relationship for about 3 years, and we lived together and everything.
Y'all did what? Shacking? Cohabitating? For 3 years? Now I'm sounding like damn soft. For 3 years? And during that time, across between that time, he done met somebody else and done married her in 9 months? Yeah, this girl looks very young. She's looked like she's in her mid-20s at best. She's probably maybe 24, 25. He ought to be a damn shame of himself. Yes, fornicating for 3 years as a pastor of... I have never in my life, not even with Pastor Jamal, I don't think I ever heard. Well, he did have a girlfriend. When he would tweet or something like that and she was living with him. But I never heard of a pastor, but I don't know about if they was that for sure. I never heard about a pastor being an active pastor at a church and having a live-in girlfriend. He started pastoring at this church when he was like 30. They only pulled him in there so that he can get them women to come in there and give them their money. In my opinion. In my humble opinion. This is sad.
It was in the spring of 2024 that I found out some devastating news that my trust was broken and that I was humiliated. At that point, like you, I also tried to see if we could figure things out and maintain the relationship. That's not necessarily something that I would recommend to anybody today, but that is my truth. We decided ultimately in about May of 2024 that we were no longer going to attempt to work on our relationship and that we would cut things off. From that point, he and I did not maintain contact the same way that we had before. We really did take a lot of space from each other. And later on that year, he started to reach back out and ask if I wanted to go to dinner or brunch, etc., and would invite myself and my friends out.
Love bombing. Love bombing. This is what he do. He love bomb these women with all these extravagant trips and gifts and stuff like that and nice dinners. And they young, so... But shit, he taking them on some nice trips now. I ain't gonna say that.
During these dinners and brunches, he would offer up that he is single, that he is by himself, that if he is...
Hey, Marcella. Hey, Miss Prince.
He's going on these trips, he's going by himself, he's going on his sabbatical, and he's going by himself as a single man.
Lying.
To my surprise, he asked me to dinner in spring of 2025 of this year and let me know that he was planning to propose to someone. And I'll be honest and let you know that I absolutely crashed out in that moment because
Yeah, she's young because she talking about crashing out. I would have beat his ass. Do you hear me? I would have beat his ass.
Felt like even though we weren't together, we had built a friendship over the last few months to where we could be honest with each other. I was frustrated because I felt like I didn't have a choice and that I didn't get an option of being able to walk away knowing that he was in a relationship with someone. I literally found out that you existed on that day. And when I checked in with other people, they let me know that they had been seeing your videos for a while and just thought that I knew. And that's why no one had told me. I talked to my mentor and he let me know that he was not about to propose, that he actually had already proposed to you before he said that to me. And I confronted him again and asked him why he had lied to me. I asked,
like, what's the lies for now? You told her you about to propose to this girl, which she should have automatically assumed that you've been messing with her. But then turn and find out you had already proposed to her. I cannot stand a motherfucker to volunteer me no damn lie. Don't tell me shit. If I ain't asked you nothing that forces you to feel like you gotta lie, don't fucking volunteer it.
Asked him what the reason was for not telling me that you were in a relationship this entire time. And he said to me that he didn't want to lose his best friend. I also that same day asked him if you knew about me and asked if he had talked to you about our past. And he told me he didn't think that that was necessary. I was really frustrated and I expressed.
Of course his sorry ass didn't think it was necessary. Was you not going to the church anymore? Because it seemed like your mentor still goes to the church.
That to him that day, that I didn't think that it was fair for anybody to walk into a scenario as delicate as this one, considering the context, that anybody should walk into this not knowing what's going on, especially when there are plenty of other people in the congregation that know. From that point, I decided that I did not want to maintain even a platonic friendship relationship with him and that my trust had been violated again at this point. And so I stopped communication with him, eventually blocked him on my phone, blocked him on social media, etc. It was October 25th of this year, which you know is his birthday, that I received a call that was not his personal number and not his social media, reaching out to me to let me know that he had been in what you would call an altercation that ultimately left him hit by a car.
Now listen to this.
And through all the noise, I want you to know I'm grateful to be alive.
Again,
now, this young lady's mother reached out to a content creator on TikTok and she shared their messages. And that mother cussed his ass out. But the wife also said this. Let me read y'all what the wife said. Because the wife commented on this girl's post. And this is what she said. Let me share my screen because it don't cost a thing. The wife is T Wiggy B. She said, if y'all want to know the truth, he jumped on a moving car and fell. God forgive me, that ain't funny. With his crazy little ass. He did the exact same thing in April when I found out about his relationship with his secretary's daughter. He is a liar, a manipulator, abusive. I have pictures of bruises he has caused. So not only that, he's also abusive as well. It's giving full-blown narc. It's giving full-blown damn psychopath. What is wrong with you, boy? And then you playing in the pulpit with God? The only reason he right, the only reason he is here is because of God. Because I think God wanted his ass to suffer with them damn bumps and bruises from damn falling off that damn car. Let me quit laughing. I can imagine his little ass flipping over. Oh my gosh, I cannot. Y'all, it's also another controversial story that I kind of wanted to talk about. Did y'all hear about the one with the mother and the son got into it and he jumped on her car and she pulled off and he flipped off the car and hit his head and passed away? Did y'all see that? He just passed away a couple days ago and they arrested her for charges. So I wanted to talk about that because that's we'll talk about that. We might can come and talk about that one tomorrow because that one it's a lot. That one is a lot. He was only like 16 years old. So yeah. But yeah, here his ass. He's mentally unstable. Yeah, because he's juggling too many women. Controlling. There is nothing good or honest about him. And that makes me wonder, why did he go to this young lady, the Tyler girl? She lived in a whole nother state. While she's out of town, he's frolicking around with other people. And I think his church has 2 locations as well. But I still don't think the other one was in her state either. But this other girl, I don't think she have any kids or whatever. So I wonder why he never proposed marriage to her or married her that soon. He probably thought because that girl had that son, he was going to be able to control her more. And you know, sometimes them women that talk real soft-spoken like this and docile, them motherfuckers cut up behind the scenes. They put on their persona in front of everybody and, you know, everybody like, oh, sweet little Sherry, okay. And then, and behind the scenes, when they get mad, they will cut your ass out. Okay? So don't discount them because they soft-spoken. He probably married that girl and she gave him a run for his damn money because he thought he was going to handle her any kind of way. But yeah, she said he is mentally unstable, controlling. There is nothing good or honest about him. This is what the wife said under this girl's post. Somebody said she did not hit him with the car. He's using, I guess you would say, like he's using that as an excuse with his slick ass.
I'll be honest and say that I thought in that moment, frustratedly, like, this is reaching out to me to let me know that he had been in what you would call an altercation that ultimately left him hit by a car.
And through all the noise, I want you to know I'm grateful to be alive.
Again, I'll be honest and say that I thought in that moment, frustratedly, like, this is not my problem. I should not have to show up for somebody that has broken my trust on multiple occasions. But convicted, I felt like the right thing to do was to show up for somebody that you care about. And so, no, I wasn't showing up for him as a friend. I wasn't showing up for him as somebody that was looking for anything for him, not somebody that is looking to rekindle a relationship with him. I was showing up for him as somebody who had just gotten news that he was in the hospital and had been in a car accident.
So I wonder, has he been like that with you? He wasn't in no damn car accident. He accidentally fell off that motherfucking car when he jumped on it. Okay? While she probably was trying to get down. So this was his not first, not unos, but damn dos time that he did this. Jumped on that girl car like a maniac. I wonder what the neighbors think, because I'm quite sure they know he a pastor. But at the little brothel, his little apartment, the AKA the brothel, the boom boom room, I guarantee you he probably don't tell them that they don't know he a pastor. They probably like, damn, he the man around this batch. Probably be pulling up in Bentleys and every damn thing.
And I want to be clear, he and I have maintained a strictly platonic relationship since the spring of 2024. And so while I understand that there is extreme hurt, there is extreme frustration, there was extreme disrespect that has happened throughout this situation, while I understand that this is extremely humiliating and I would not wish this situation on anybody, I also will say that is not my character to maintain a relationship with someone that is in a relationship or especially someone that is married. And so I truly hope that in all of this, that you all get what is owed to you, what is due to you. I pray that this is all worked out. However, I should not be the target for this anger. I truly do believe that it is misdirected. And to all of my friends, turned family, my community that have reached out throughout the last day and a half of everything that has been going on, for people that know the truth and know my story and know my character, that have shown up for me and supported me. Thank you for showing up for me. I really do.
These women are so hurt. Like, he really is doing a number on them. And y'all have to think these girls are young. He ain't that old himself. Mr. Elijah McDavid III, where the fuck is the first and the second? Because they can't be too much. They taught you that shit? Like, these girls are hurt. She need counseling. And the wife, wait till y'all hear the other part of the wife. Wait till y'all hear the other part of the wife.
Appreciate that. And I hope that this all gets worked out. But I am not anyone's mistress.
Hey, y'all.
Okay, now let me read y'all what the mama said. Because the mama, when I say the mama cut her food, the mama cut her food. Okay, the mama must don't go to church. Well, maybe she do, but she no longer in attendance. Okay. Oh, so let me share this again. Okay, let me make this big enough so we can read it. And this is the content creator. She shared this. So this is her name on TikTok, Nita on TikTok. The mother said to her, "Thank you for what you have said. The alleged side chick is my child. She has not been with him in over 1.5 years. He got with his wife weeks after him and my daughter broke up." That's not what your daughter just said, but I digress. Oh yeah, maybe he did get with her because she said when they started back talking, they wasn't together because he had broken her trust. I wonder did she find out was the wife one of the girls that he was cheating with when he broke her trust? My child is an amazing young woman who was manipulated by an alleged, ma'am, it's Ann. When you put in front of these vowels, it's Ann. By an alleged servant of God. But yet folks saying she's a side? Oh, I know this pissed her the fuck off. She was his woman for 3 years. Helped him in his ministry and was cheated on and left. She hasn't had inappropriate dealings with oh, come on. I need this part on here. She hasn't had inappropriate dealings with him. Folks want to blame others, but this N-word ain't said sorry by name to the other women. He said sorry in church. So she said he said sorry to none of the women. He's saying sorry at the church, to the church people, for what they got to go through. But he ain't said sorry to not nail one of these women. Now, my daughter crying and no one cares. She has receipts as well. But why would she need to post them about a man she ain't dated in 1.5 years? I appreciate your truthful version. I'm just a mom who loves her child, and he definitely needs his ass whooped. Damn, the mama ready to nuck if you buck. And I don't blame her. His wife knew about the secretary's daughter before she married him. My child is not the secretary's daughter. Shaking my head. She dated him and someone tagged her in a messy post, and the wife has already said my daughter wasn't. The wife already said oh, here you go. And the wife has already said my daughter wasn't a side chick, but now wife getting views and likes, and my child ain't did nothing but love a man who didn't love himself. Thanks for letting me vent. So that's what the mama said. And then this is let me go back to the wife.
Happy couple of days after Christmas. I hope everyone had a joyous Christmas celebration with family. So I am here to just address a few things. My last video was posted about a week ago. I got 1,000,001 comments, some good, some bad, so I'm here to address them. Let's start with the first one. Everyone was asking, why did this make it to social media? For those of you that are new to my page and clearly don't know any of my content, I documented my entire relationship with my husband from our very first date to the time that we eloped in Italy and further on from there. I documented the good times, and so it wouldn't be right or be hypocritical if I did not document and share this information.
So this is for the people that was like, why you putting this shit on social media? Why you talking about him on social media? Why you bring it to social media? She said because she documented her love story on social media, so she gonna document the damn downfall of it, and also it's still exposing him, but he needs to be exposed. Don't another girl need to be on TikTok crying and flying, snot flying because of him? He's terrorizing these women through their damn hearts. This girl is pregnant.
One of the other questions was, why did I not go to the higher ups? I did. I went to the chair of the deacon board and the chair of the trustee board in early November and talked to them about everything. They even have more details than you all have. So I went to them, nothing was done. The reason why the video was made to begin with, because my name was being slandered around the church and around his staff. He has not been truthful. He has fabricated a situation that happened, and I was tired of the blame.
And that's hard on them. And he ought to be a damn shame of himself. She's pregnant. And you fabricating these stories and changing the damn narrative to try to act like she done something to your sorry ass. And she's pregnant. And you know all these people that's going to be attacking her and shit. Because they think your aunt looking ass is cute. And most of them you wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. And if you have, you already done touched on their ass and touching on everybody that come in the damn congregation. So of course they feeling the way because you having them on the side and you gonna bring her in after 9 months and marry her. So they pissed about that as well.
And the misinformation being targeted towards me and me ultimately being the bad guy. I made this video because there were a lot of people involved. There are a lot of people that have been involved with him and that have been silenced, and I am one that will not and cannot be silenced. So I am the only one that spoke up and spoke out. One of the other questions was, what could he possibly have done that you demanded that would make you take him back? Well, he had an inappropriate relationship with a member of his church while he was dating me. That person is the daughter of his former secretary. She reached out to me a few days after he announced our engagement on Easter on the phone, and she told me everything. The demand that I made was I asked him to let go of his secretary. I felt like she was too close. She knew that Elijah was dating me. She also knew that he was dealing with her daughter. She was booking my flights to and from Minneapolis, Indianapolis, booking dinner reservations, booking everything. She was just too close.
Diabolical. This is diabolical. You have a secretary at the church that you creeping with her daughter and have her booking flights for your fucking fiance? Y'all, I did not want to do this on here, but how is you cool? How is you cool? How is you cool? Eli, is you cool? And the mother, like, how little do you think of your fucking daughter? you know, I'm gonna get this secretary the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he was telling her that she was gonna come to the church and work. No, because he introduced her to the church as his fiance. Hey, Brownie. I just cannot.
I did not want her around. I did not want to be around her. I didn't want to eventually have to eat.
She about to cry right now. Can you imagine that right there? I don't like nobody making me look like no fucking fool. That right there, that would have got him hurt real bad. Her and the secretary. Him and the secretary. He might have been messing with the secretary as well, because something is not right here. Again, how little do you think of your daughter?
Email her or call her or do anything in regards to church-related stuff, so I asked him to let her go. That was one of the demands. He did that. I thought because he let go of his secretary, that he was serious about our relationship, and it made me feel a little bit more comfortable moving forward in our relationship. I would have sent the baby to Jesus or Jesus Academy, Jesus Daycare. Trust and believe. That was a thought of mine. And every time that I talked about terminating, I literally got sick to my stomach. Ironically, Monday of this week, I received a phone call from the doctor letting me know that I am having a little girl.
Why your doctor calling you and telling you having a girl? They ain't tell you when you had an ultrasound? Now this part is a little shaky to me. Brownie, I understand you had to jump in this mofo and hop on his ass. There's something not right here. And this part right here, now I'm not gonna lie, Tyler, why the doctor had to call you and tell you was having a girl? Did you like not even fucking want to know? Because I'm quite sure she got prepartum depression. This is a lot. He is doing all of this stuff to her, and she is carrying his child from what we look like. It's his only damn child that he's about to have.
Most people would be excited.
You think she lying about the baby part, Miss Queen?
To know the sex of their baby, especially to know that they're having a daughter when they already have a son. But it's just something that I'm not excited about right now. I've been told to try to find the joy in this moment, and I can't find it. My prayer.
This girl is deeply hurt, and I really appreciate her honesty. This is a time where people that know her need to rally around her, because she's being transparent in this moment. What she's about to say, this stuff that she's saying now, this is as real as it get. And this is when, again, people's mental health is at stake. The way that she's talking, she needs some help. She needs some support immediately, and like a lot of it.
Is that as time go on, that I will be able to connect to my daughter. I pray that I don't have any resentment towards her. My prayer is that I can love her the way that I love my son, despite everything that is going on between me and her father. So for those that are sticking and riding with me, I would ask that you would just pray for peace of mind for me. I would like for all of you guys to back off of Kari. She and I did have a conversation the day after Christmas. We had a long 4-hour phone conversation. I do not agree with everything that has happened, but I do understand how she fell into the manipulation of you all.
Brownie, you think so? I could see that. because he seems very disinterested. He could be trying to get her to miscarry. I'm surprised if he's not asking her if the baby is even his, considering how fast she claims she got pregnant. She said after the honeymoon. I'm thinking when she was pregnant when they got married. My heart go out to her. She said she's praying for the strength so that she can, have some happy feelings toward this baby. And even she prayed that she don't have any resentment toward the baby. And that's a real thing. Like, people have resentment toward kids, especially when things don't work out with the father, or they don't get the expected results that they thought they was about to have, is with them having a new baby. And they resent the kids and take the stuff out on the kids. That's why I said I appreciate her honesty, because people that's triggering, and people need to rally around this girl and to make sure that she get back to herself, so that she don't do anything to that baby or treat that baby in a bad way, because she's telling people right now she's deeply hurt.
Pastor. He is a very smart, well-spoken man, and he knows how to use that to his advantage. For everyone that is attacking me in my comments because you are sticking and riding beside your pastor, I don't blame you at all. You all have known him for 5 years. You have grown to love him for those 5 years. He and I have only been together for a year and a half. And even in that year and a half, with everything that I know about him, everything that I know about his past, and everything that I know that he continues to do, I still love him. And so there is so much that you all do not know. And
even for her to even make that admission, even everything that he's done, like that feeling don't go away overnight. Even if a person hurt you, she might hate some of the things that he's doing, but she still love him. To her core, she still love him. And she's chasing. This is the after effect of a person that loves bombs you. You're constantly, it's like a drug. You're constantly chasing that feeling that you guys used to have, the way he used to be. You're constantly chasing that, and it's never gonna come back. He was pretending to be that person. What you're seeing now is who the fuck he is, which is a piece of shit, in my opinion. A straight piece of shit, in my opinion, to be doing these girls like this. And the women in the church know he fucking on everybody in the damn church, and they still acting like this girl wrong.
I am not upset because he is not a truth teller. I hope that one day he will tell the truth. I truly believe that everything that's done in the dark comes to light, because everything that this man has done to me in the dark, I did not go looking for it. It literally fell on my lap. Church sent out an email earlier this week about the claims against their pastor and how they are supporting the family. You all are not supporting the family. If you were, you would have reached out to check on Hayes. At the end of the day, there is an innocent child that has moved to Minnesota and now has moved from Minnesota, had started a whole brand new life with friends at school, friends at church. We built a community here, and I had to have a really hard conversation with him and let him know that this will no longer be his home. Would have hoped that you all would have actually checked in on the family. For those that have checked in on us, I really appreciate you. For those that have come to the house to pick him up, to distract him so I could pack up, or just so I could get things done. I really do appreciate you. I appreciate everyone who has called. I appreciate everyone who has stopped by. I appreciate everyone who has prayed for and with me. Know that your kindness, I'm not taking it lightly at all. I really appreciate you. That's really all that I have to say. I appreciate everyone that has reached out to me. I hope that somebody can learn something from this. I don't believe that anyone should be silenced. There were tons of people that told me to take the video down or let God handle this.
He is.
No. God can continue to handle it the way that he sees fit. But this is what I'm doing. I'm just going to sit back. Got a divorce to go through now. And I got to continue to make this little girl that's inside of me because I haven't been taking care of her. And I haven't been taking care of her mom. And so my prayer is that I can heal. Everyone involved can heal. I hope that this doesn't happen to anybody else. And I just want to get back to the Tyler, the daughter, the mom, the friend that I was, or that I am, for my babies. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the other side. I received a sermon a couple of weeks ago from Sarah Jakes Roberts, basically talking about her going through the process to get to the promise on the other side. And I have no clue what my promise is on this other side because I'm being dragged and this process is terrible. But I just know that I'm going to have a testimony, something on the other side. It has to, because this is just insane. But again, I appreciate everybody. Thank you for all of your prayers, your well wishes, and I guess I'll see you later.
And then this is what she posted on social media, on Facebook. She said, "This is exactly why people hesitate to speak up about what happens to them. Instead of support or accountability, they're met with blame and talked down to. I'm honestly speechless." And somebody told her, "Please don't listen to them. You did what was best. I am praying for you." And that's what she needs. That's what she needs. Because she came across a real life demon. A real life demon. Let me see. Y'all want me to pull up this story? No, we'll talk about that tomorrow. We'll talk about it tomorrow. But yeah, let me this is the pastor right here. Yeah, she said Sarah Jake Scorpion is. Hey, Miss Lisa. Hey, political junkie. Yeah, she said Sarah Jakes called her, reached out to her. And you see how she said it, like, girl, please. So his church is called Fellowship, Minnesota. That's a nice jacket he got on. We don't want no speaking. Yeah, I should request a speaking engagement on this damn panel so we can all chew his ass out. Our mission is to bring people into a saving redemption relationship with Jesus Christ. Are you kidding me? Do you share this same mission? We are a spiritual body. Cross the spiritual out, whose only foundation is the word of God. Do Pastor Eli know about this? We fulfill our ministry as we preach and teach, pray and empower, forgive and reconcile. So y'all only forgive his ass. Y'all don't forgive them women or empower them. FMBC seeks only to be God's agent of healing and wholeness in a wounded and fragmented community. To be a congregation where all members are ministered to and where youth are valued and religiously educated. To live a balanced and fruitful life. Hey, Biggie. I know you can lie. This is his church's mission. The youth, yeah, including him. Let's see who's on said leadership team, because she said she went to them. So he's the senior pastor. The Reverend Elijah, I don't even about to entertain. Is this Lewins? McDavid III is a passionate disciple, dynamic preacher, and cultural architect. Since September 2020, Pastor McDavid has proudly served as senior pastor of the Fellowship Missionary Baptist Church in Minnesota. Under Pastor David's leadership, the church has grown from 500 to 1,500 members, and a new youth center is under construction to provide after-school programming, mental health services, which he needs to be attending, and worship opportunities for all ages, including him. This is a nice jacket. He looked like a monk, but that jacket is nice. Fellowship's rapidly growing ministry offering support the church's mission to advocate for the vulnerable and combat economic, educational, and health disparities. To that end, in February 2021, Fellowship became the first faith-based COVID-19 vaccination site in the state of Minnesota. Congratulations. He probably was on every damn body that came through with COVID too. Pastor McDavid received his Master's of Divinity from the Union Theological Seminary, Columbia University in New York City. And while there, held the distinction of being the James Forbes Scholar. He is also a magna cum laude graduate of Morehouse College in Atlanta. Is that the reason why you beating on these women? Let me look at your hands. Can we blow this picture up? Y'all see his fingers? Can y'all see his fingers? Let me try to put it on the big screen for y'all. Them fingers tell a lot. And it's given a little teapot, short and stout. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what them hands is giving. We'll move on. Pastor David McDavid is a native of Arlington, Virginia, and prior to coming to fellowship, he served on the pastoral staff of the Alfred Street Baptist Church in Alexandria, Virginia. In July 2012, he became the youngest person to be licensed to ministry in the 200-year history of Alfred Street. He is a proud member of the Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity, Inc., the Downtown Ministry, Minnesota, Minneapolis Senior Interfaith Clergy Council, and serves on the board of the Northside Achievement Zone and the African American Leadership Forum. We calling this church Sunday. They need to answer some questions. Yeah, I want to put in a prayer request that y'all pray for this pastor. And he did step down too. I think it probably was just temporary. They probably told him to step down because that wife had aired his ass out and it was too much for the church. They ain't make him leave because he said he was going to be back. And he apologized to them because they had to. Was that part on here? Let me see. Let me see if I can find that part real quick. Because he had a lot of GD nerve. Come on, nobody should have to go through anything like this on Christmas. Your wife shouldn't either, and your unborn child shouldn't either. Or your bonus son. I'm gonna find a clip of him talking to the church, and I'll put it up as a short. Not short like him. Hey, Prosperity, how you doing, child? When I tell you, you and that damn Marcella, PBE and me was trying to figure out which one of y'all was more ignorant. Because Marcella showed her ass and you did as well. Okay? Hey, Miss Holly Berries to you. And they give you hell, you go. You got to give it back to them 2 times. I went to that stage acting a fool. Yes. Oh, yeah. They wouldn't have been able to lock me out that damn church. I would have went up there and lit that motherfucker on. They would have had to drag me up out that batch, kicking and screaming. And I'm pregnant too. Get your paws off me. Don't touch me. I would have had my own microphone and every damn thing. Yep. I would have showed my ass at that church. First, second, and third lady. They wouldn't have had no more damn pastors get married at the church no more. Their wives wouldn't be able to come to the church no more. Everybody's wife would be banned from that motherfucker after I was done talking shit and cussing everybody in the church out. I would have asked God for forgiveness. But I would have cussed their asses out. Since we all sinning, please forgive me. I will repent later. But right now, it's go time, homie. Like, he did her bad. Yep. Y'all know Rick James, no Esquire. Her daddy is a pastor too. And he's also very much so like her too. Yeah, y'all see Lauren doing big things. Y'all seen Lauren from SAB? I had shared her if she LAB now, I shared her thing on Instagram. Lauren doing big thing. I think she's working on a TV show or something like that now with Star Jones and some other guy. She what do you call it? I think it's gonna be she shared this for New Year's. Lisa Ray, I don't know who that lady is. Tina Knowles, Kelly. Ain't that TD Jakes? One of the church ladies right here. What's her name? This Shirley. What's her name? Right, PBE. Look at all them people. I thought that was damn Candy for a minute. Is that her mother? Was that Kenny Lattimore? Yeah, she doing some big things. And when was this? Last May, she launched her LAB. It's time. I'm so excited to introduce to you all my very own cosmetic brush line. Oh, these are her own brushes. After years of hard work, persistence, and preparation in the beauty industry, my dream has become a reality. I thank God for the opportunity to share with you all this labor of love. LAB brushes are luxurious crafted tools. They create flawless makeup applications for any occasion, designed in Italy. These vegan customized brushes apply products with ease. This is available to you now for purchase. Please click on the link below. I don't see a link, Lauren. Oh, the link is in her bio. Oh, it's Lauren Ashley Beauty. Let me put her link in the thing in case. I might order me a couple brushes, even though I got some. They're not vegan. I don't wear makeup either, but I put them on my what's it called? So yeah. I'll pin it in the chat in case one of y'all want to get y'all some makeup brushes. Okay. All right. So that's all I have for y'all about this no good pastor. And tomorrow, we're gonna come back with the
Excited on this Easter Sunday, y'all, to introduce.
We're gonna come back with the story. We'll do the story tomorrow about the pastor that jumped on his daughter, and then we'll do the a story about the mother that unalived her son on the car. You can't see Prosperity. Prosperity, you done blocked KBR? That night had it. Ain't no telling. I wonder why this thing came up as Wednesday Talk 2 when I put it in the chat. But I digress. Thank y'all for pulling up on. We had a nice little crowd today. So I got to get caught up on Beyond the Gates because I didn't watch yesterday and I got to watch today. And I'll see y'all tomorrow for the those two topics, those two stories. We'll talk about those tomorrow because that I want to know what y'all thoughts is about the mother and the son too, and the pastor and the daughter that's 19 with the 25-year-old damn wife. Okay, so I'll see y'all around Yana tomorrow, same time, same place. Prosperity said you ain't black, KBI. She can see you and you can't see her. She incognito. But thank y'all so much for coming. We'll be back again tomorrow with the same. All right. Bye. Love y'all. Bye.